Yes, hello everyone. Again, we are back here with a new topic. So, today, what we are going to learn, do you know? I guess no. Why? Because I didn't told you. Okay. So, yes, what we are going to learn about today, before we begin with the topic, I want to ask you all that do you like to learn the program? Do you like to do the programming? Yes, everybody does so nowadays. My mini programmers. So today's video is just for the students who can enjoy and who can learn the new concept of programming, that is a Python programming. Yes, do you have you heard this name before? I hope some of you might have heard this word. So yes, today we are going to learn Python programming. Some of you might have heard this name, some of you may not. No, don't worry. Today we will start from the beginning. So before starting the topic, which is a Python programming, I just want to ask you all right now. Can you tell me what we are doing? Yes, yes. Somewhere I think we are talking to each other, I can say. Yes. Are we talking to each other? Why? Because I am saying something and you are trying to listen, or some of you are listening carefully to it. Yes. So the same way, whenever we talk to the computer, so we require a certain medium. What do we require? We require a certain medium. Similarly, whenever we are even talking to each other right now, so I am talking in the same language. Hopefully, you all understand. Okay, it means we are talking in the English language. Why? Because I believe that you people also understand English. So whenever the two persons talking to each other, so we call it what? We call it a communication. In communication, there remains two people. Number one is sender. Number second is receiver. As I am right now giving the instruction, giving the information to you all or talking to you all, so it means I am the sender of the information. I am the sender of the information. Wherever you all are listening to it, so you all are the receiver of the information. So communication involves two people. One is sender and another one is receiver who is taking the information. So before starting the topic, let us do an activity. For doing the activity, I'll be giving some instructions to you all, and hopefully you all will follow it. Okay, tap your head, see your palm, clap with your hands. Okay, so if you all have seen what I was giving to you all, I was giving the instructions to you all, which you all were following, isn't it? So similarly, in computer, if we talk about the language which we are going to learn today, so the name of the language is Python programming. Okay, so in any language, whenever we want to talk to the computer, we want to communicate to the computer, so we require a medium for it. What we require? We require a proper medium for it. Okay, and medium is just nothing. It is just a way how we are communicating. Similarly, right now I am giving my instructions in the English, so English is a medium over here using which we are talking to each other. Similarly, using a Python, it is a language to the computer. As you all know, that computer is just a computer is just a parts of the hardware components where we have mouse, keyboard, CPU, and monitor and printer for it. These hardware cannot do anything of their own until and unless we give certain command to it. Yes, do you remember right now I was giving you certain instructions. Okay, and instructions are just nothing. They are the commands. Instructions are nothing but they are the commands. So similarly in Python we will learn today these all things. Number one is introduction to Python, what is Python is about. The second thing is main features of Python language, what Python is used for it, and the third one is how can we download and how can we learn the Python in our computer systems. So let's begin for the same. Firstly, I want to ask from you only what is a program. Okay, so similarly I gave you a certain instructions. Do you remember? Firstly I told you tap your head. Secondly I told you check your palm. Thirdly I told you clap with your hands. Okay, so they all three were the different instructions given by me to you all. Okay, so now over here, what is a program? Program is just nothing. It is a set of instructions given to the computer. Here is the definition we have. A computer program is a set of instructions that we give to a computer. As I told you, computer of its own cannot do anything. We every time have to recall it. We every time have to give certain commands to it. Like to switch on the computer, we need to turn on the CPU. We need to turn on the plug first, then we need to turn on the CPU and then the monitor. Similarly, computer cannot do anything of its own. Its own. We have to give instructions to it, time to time, to perform anything. The second thing, if we come if we talk about, as I told you, the picture is also there, that you can see the computer is just nothing. It is a just box for us without a command. So yes, what do we require? We require the commands. Commands are just nothing. These are the instructions for the computer system. So in Python programming, we will learn how can we instruct to the computer. As we know right now, what we are just communicating with each other. So similarly, in any programming language, you will be requiring a medium to communicate with the computer system. Similarly, in any whenever we talk to the computer system in any particular language, that time we require a language. Right now we are using the English language to interact it, to communicate. So similarly, in Python also we require a certain language to communicate to the computer system. So the language called programming language. What is the meaning of programming language? A language in which you will be able to give certain commands to the computer for the further processing is called as programming language. So in Python programming language, so the Python is what? It is a programming language. Using that programming language, you will be able to communicate with the computer, and it's very easy to understand. You must be thinking why to learn Python, but it is the future of the language generation, I can say. That will give you the most quick and efficient use of the things. You might have heard about the previous certain more languages as well in your previous classes. Number one is QBasic. You might have learned in your previous classes. The second one is C programming language, C, C++. These all things also comes under the programming language only. And today we are beginning with this only, which is a Python. The next, also you might have seen in your school laboratories or in your school premises, the math lab, the English language lab. These are also the examples of programming languages. So programming languages are what again? The medium using that we can communicate with the computer system. Now, why to learn Python? Why? Because it's very quick and efficient for working. You can learn Python in the way you are doing the math sums in your homework copy or in your classwork copy. So it's very easy also. It can calculate a ample of things in a seconds. That is why we consider the Python is a quick and efficient for work. Now let us begin with the definition of a Python. That is, a Python is a general purpose, interpreted, interactive, object oriented, high level programming language. Let us go with the word by word. Word general purpose. Why this word general purpose we are using? Because anyone can use the Python language anywhere, from anywhere the person is sitting, he may use the Python language. Why? Because it is giving the open source. The meaning of open source we will be learning very soon. The next is interpreted. Interpreted means it will do the coding line by line. Interactive means it will be full interactive, where you will type the code, there only you will be able to see your result within a second. Object oriented. Object oriented, a high level programming language. Why it is a object oriented high level programming language? Because it will use just nothing but the English statements to fulfill our needs. Any language which is using the English statements, symbols, common symbols which we are using in our day-to-day life for performing anything or for completion of the work, will come under the term high-level programming language. Now, interpreted, as I told you, the code is compiled line by line. Means one line you can write and computer will compile one line to check whether it is a correct or Incorrect. So Python is what? It is a object oriented general purpose interpreted programming language. I hope you all have learned little bit about the programming language. You must be thinking that who has created this language Python. So Guido van Rossum in 1985 has created the language called Python. So the name has not come by the name of snake, but it has been named after the very famous circus Monty's Python flying circus. After that, if we talk about the features of Python, so Python has a multiple features included in it. Number one is simplicity. Python makes programming fun. So why? Because it's very simple to understand. The next one is open source. The open source by the mean it's free available for downloading. Anyone from anywhere can download it and can use it. The third one is portability. Every language, it's a special feature of any language. If the language has the portable feature, it means you can one computer in one computer you may run the code, and in another computer also you may execute the same. As well as Python provides you the portability feature, as you may share the code with your team members. The next feature, if we talk about it, is embeddable and extensible language. Why so? Because Python helps in other programming languages. C++, like we were using the many symbols in that, so those symbols are not more required in the Python language. The next feature, if we talk about, that is the interpreted. I told you that Python uses the interpreted as a language translator to communicate with the computer system line by line. It has a huge library where we can use any functions to perform the code in our uh, coding language, that is the Python programming. The last feature is OOPS, that is object oriented programming language. Object oriented programming language, any language, if it occupies the feature of OOPS, it means it divides the complex code into the small parts, where using the small parts we can again build up the new code for the future. Likewise, you may be wondering, the many apps whichever are present in our mobile phone's Play Store, those apps have been designed using the feature of OOPS, object oriented programming language. Now next, if we talk about the uses of Python, where do we use Python, how do we use Python? So Python has a huge scope in today's era. We are using Python, or we can see the features of Python in the Google. The very popular Google search engine is using the Python to give you any result very quickly and effectively. The second one is Dropbox. Whenever you want to store some data, so we use Dropbox for it, and it is also the supporter of Python. The next one is Instagram. After Instagram has took up his business. After so the reason behind it, it's very easy to understand. It's very easy to operate. Why? Because it is again the advantages of Python programming. The next one is YouTube. We are using, and today or right now even we are uploading these videos for you all learning using the YouTube channel, that is again the impartation of Python programming. The next one is Quora, that is again being implemented by the Python programming. So you may see it has a huge uses everywhere. Wherever we see these all things, we are using the Python programming. The next is how can we download the Python? So for downloading the Python, number one thing, you just simply have to open your Google Chrome, updated version of Google Chrome. You just have to open, and then in the search, I'm just rotating my mouse pointer over here. You may see it over here in the search box. You just need to type it python.org. It is the official website of the Python developers, from where you may download the Python, the latest version. As it is open source, so it is freely available to everyone for downloading. You may also download it right now, and you may enjoy the coding with the Python. So as you can see, I have typed it over here, Python python.org. As you will click on the search button, you will be getting the home page of the web, Python website. Now here you will be getting the downloads tab. In the downloads tab, as you can see, the option is coming over here, downloads for Windows. As we all are using Windows, I am having Windows 10 in my laptop, so you may download it for your Windows mobile phone, Windows desktop or laptops. So here we are getting the updated version, which is a Python 3.8. So you just need to click on this download tab from the official website of Python, that is a python.org. The downloads tab, and here you are getting the option downloads for Windows Python 3.8.4. It is the latest version of the Python. As you will click on this button of download for Windows Python, you will be seeing in your notifications that it is about to download. It's not a big software which will take a huge time to download. It is just of MB software, which is almost 30 in the number. It's not more than 30 MBs software. As you can see, I'm showing my mouse pointer. It is downloaded. It is about to download, and now after downloading, it will give you the option show in a folder. As this option you will click. So in your downloads history or in your downloads folder, you will be getting the application of Python 3.8.4, and you just have to do double click on this particular application. You can see I am rotating my mouse pointer. It is giving the highlighter as well, using the um, blue ink. Okay, then again blue selection is displaying on it. Then next, as you will click on it, it will give you the option to extract it, and after that it will ask you that do you want to install it now. So you just these two check marks downside, install launcher for all the users and add Python 3.6 to path. You just have to do tick mark to check mark to um, both the selectors, and after that the option will come of install now. Means firstly you have to just do check mark to both the check boxes, and then you have to click on the install now, and within a few seconds it is going to be installed in your computer system. You can see the process. Uh, it is about to over, and after that from where you will find it. So in your mobile, in your the desktop screen, only in the search box you just have to type for the Python 3.6. So it will give you two options, Python 3.6 and IDLE. So using any one, you may open it directly. As you can see in my desktop, I am giving you highlighter on the Python 3.6 icon. Just click on it and you will get the window of the Python. See, it's as simple as Notepad. A Notepad we all have learned in our previous classes, where we are just learning how to type, how to do typing. So similarly, Python is as simple to download as well as simple to use, which we will learn very soon in our further videos. Hopefully you all have enjoyed learning Python. Hopefully you all have enjoyed learning Python. What is Python is about, who has created the Python, why do we use Python, where we are using the Python, as well as how to download the Python and how to install and open the Python software. Similarly, you may try it today only with your laptops or your desktops. Try it and give me in the comment box whether you are able to download it in your desktops and able to use it or not. We will be shortly meeting again very soon with the topic working with Python. Till that time, thank you for watching. Bye bye. Take care of yourself and your families. Stay happy, stay safe. Do subscribe my channel for the more videos, and do like it if you really like it. Bye bye.